Mike MacDonald's here, just coming out of Minneapolis, Minnesota. And in today's video, I just want to go over a few different cold market recruiting tips and how you can get more people to want to check out your business. So one of the things I've been doing a lot right now is prospecting and recruiting through Facebook, through Twitter. And one thing that you really want to do when you're approaching someone is to go in and look at their profile, see what kind of posts they have, see what they have going on, see what kind of stuff that they're into. Maybe go to their timeline and you can see a couple different posts, or maybe you found them in a group or something like that. Maybe they follow an inspirational person that you like as well. Well, one thing you can do, find where they've either, commented on a post, or perhaps you just saw their profile or they liked something and you went to their page and you said something to the effect of, hey, I hope you don't mind. I found you on XYZ page, or looks like we both like, the Red Hot Chili Peppers, and I saw your profile. I hope you don't mind. I checked out your page and, you seem super positive. I liked a bunch of your posts. I especially liked this post that you talked about. I couldn't agree more. You find something that resonates with you, something that you guys have in common. Maybe they commented and you totally agree with that comment, or they said something cool and you like what they said. You can reach out to that person, and what's cool is when you do that, you want to give them a sincere, genuine compliment. So again, maybe it doesn't have to be something hardcore, but maybe you looked at their page and you're like, wow, they seem super positive. All their stuff is motivational, or they, have a cool cover photo, or it looks like they have a dog. I've got a dog too. What kind of dog do you have? Or that looks, what's its name? Different stuff like that. Something where you compliment them, something you can relate on, and basically you can transition that with whatever way that you want. You could lead in with, say, just curious, what is it you do for work? Or a lot of times on Facebook, for example, it'll say what they do for work. So you could say something like, how did you get your start in dentistry? Or how did you get your start working at XYZ company? Or I see that you work for XYZ company. What exactly is it you do there? I was just curious. So you get to open the door, which can lead into a conversation. And a lot of times, again, if you lead with a genuine compliment, people are going to be excited to talk to you. They aren't going to be like, oh my God, that guy said I was awesome. Screw that guy. No, they're going to be like, oh, thanks. I appreciate it. Like, oh, I really like this person. They complimented me and thought I was awesome, or they really like my post. That's cool. So it at least opens a door. And then from that point, I would suggest going through what I call F.O.R.M, and it stands for Family, Occupation, Recreation, and the Message. Now, if you want to learn exactly how to go through that system, head on over to coachmikemacdonald.com/F.O.R.M, F-O-R-M. I have a whole training over there, and it's going to walk you through exactly what kind of questions you want to ask, how you get to know that person, and it's really going to open the door of, okay, cool, how can my product or how can my business benefit this person? And a lot of times, once you go through that form, you go through that process, they're going to ask you, if you've been cool, they're going to be like, what is it that you do? Tell me more about what you do. Or I see you do X, Y, Z. Tell me more about that. And then that can be a transition, again, into your business or into your product, where you didn't really have to do anything for it. You didn't have to come off as pushy. You didn't have to try and pitch them something off the bat. You just led with a compliment, ask them some questions about themselves, and they're starting to ask you, well, tell me more about what you do. And there's been several people for me in the past few days where I'm just connecting with more people, on Facebook or on Twitter, and I'm like, cool, just curious, do you have a home business? Or just curious, what do you do for work? And they, again, tell me what they do, and they're like, cool, like I see that you're a coach, or I see that you work in a home business, tell me more about that. I'm leading with, just curious, do you own a home business? So a lot of people, say, no, I either have one, or yes, I do. And then what's cool is you can transition to whatever works. So you might be in a nutrition business, for example. You might say something, just curious, do you take supplements? And some people might be like, no, I don't. Other people might be like, yes, I do. Or other people might be like, why? And then you can just go with, well, I work in a nutrition and weight loss business. So I like to ask people, see if they take anything right now, So I was just curious, and some people might be like, I don't, but I know I really should, and that could be an instant transition into your product or into your business, stuff like that. So just asking questions, getting to know people, it's going to open a lot of doors, and it's going to make recruiting and prospecting, whether it's for your business, for your products, whatever the case is, much easier, and people are going to start coming to you, which is pretty cool. So, hopefully you guys got value out of this. Again, if you did, feel free to tap the screen, throw out some hearts if you're watching here on Periscope. And again, if you're elsewhere, feel free to comment and share. And then again, if you do want to learn more on that, my F.O.R.M recruiting machine formula, exactly the ins and outs of what kind of questions you can ask, how you can approach people, be it warm market, cold market, people you haven't talked to in a long time. I go through the ins and outs of what you can talk about, what kind of questions you want to ask that can lead to having them check out your business, check out your product. Also, you're going to know exactly what they might be looking for and why they would want to join your business. So it can be a great asset to learn and know that skill set. So again, if you want to get access to that, you can head on over to coachmikemacdonald.com/F.O.R.M, F-O-R-M. And then again, really appreciate your guys' time. Thanks for tuning in yet again. And we'll be doing another Periscope here tomorrow in the next couple of days. So we'll look forward to talking to you guys again soon.